Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but hey, a lot of things are going on in the world. It is a very crazy time. And this being May, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And as someone who suffers from PTSD and just generally working on my health from recovering from last year, actually the last couple years, I just want to check in with people and see how they're doing. There's a lot of negativity going on around the news and social media, and people just at each other's throats, and there's a high rise of domestic violence and child abuse and high suicide rates, and people are just losing everything because they're out of work, and there's over 20 million people that are unemployed right now here in America. We're not doing great as a nation. We also have the highest number of COVID cases, which really is not a shock to me. And it really shouldn't be a shock to you, because we are not the healthiest nation by any means. We might be one of the wealthiest, but we're certainly not the healthiest. And I think we know why, because it's all about the money here, right? It's not about the health of the people. I mean, our healthcare is for profit. One of the most comments I get from friends and family that either move here or visit America, they always comment on our commercials. What are some of the main commercials that we have on our TV? It's all about prescription drugs. Here's a pill for this, and a pill for that, and a pill for this. We probably have the highest number of children on drugs for ADD and depression and whatever else. Really, is that all needed? Probably not, because look at our food. I mean, we have ingredients in our food that are banned in other countries. That should make you think about things. Just me finding about my own gene mutation last year when I got the DNA test and all the fun surprises with that. But my MTHFR double copy of A1298C, meaning my body can only detox at 20%, and why I'm so highly sensitive to chemicals and synthetics, and just things are just not made for our bodies. I mean, one of the main things I did to get healthy again was change my diet. It was as simple as that. I had to change to a clean diet. I had to cut out gluten, because we all know about the chemicals in gluten. I mean, things that weren't in our foods 20, 30, 40 years ago. Folic acid. I think I was in a conversation on Nextdoor app with someone. I said, well, why don't you just take folic acid? And I was like, folic acid is my enemy. You want to know why? Because folic acid is the synthetic version of folate. And I'll tell you why synthetic version is bad for me, because my body cannot process it. And that goes for a good 40 to 50% of us that have a different variation of this gene mutation. It doesn't mean you're gonna get sick. It doesn't mean any of that. It's all about, your environment and what you put in your body and all that kind of stuff, and extreme traumas. I mean, my body just kind of had enough, and I was just breaking down. But yeah, the main thing was diet. That cured a lot of my things, a lot of my symptoms. I mean, just one main thing is a huge difference is my migraines are gone, pretty much, unless I'm exposed to some sort of chemical. I've been getting migraines since I was like a little kid. I mean, I would get them so bad I would start throwing up, my vision would go, my speech would get slurred. I mean, I remember being at like summer camp and like starting to throw up and having to be in the nurse's cabin, and just, it was debilitating. I mean, and then last year when I was starting to get really, really sick, I was starting to get them like 3-4 times a week, pretty much a headache almost every single day, along with everything else that was going on with my body. But changing my diet, cutting out gluten, folic acid, most processed foods and sugars, that cured so many things, and it's amazing. And now I'm starting to understand why I've been so sensitive to chemicals and all sorts of stuff. I mean, just like going on a date with some guy and he's wearing bad not perfume, but cologne, and it's like, oh, toxic. Like, this guy's giving me a headache. I don't even care what he's talking about, how good looking he is. Don't care. Never want to see him again because I'm allergic to that chemical in the cologne. Poor guys. It's probably why they're usually just one date and why I'm still single. No, I'm sure there's other reasons. Also, you know, majority, like, I know they put folic acid, they started putting folic acid into our foods, in the late 90s. And they put it in our breads, our cereals, our supplements. Anything that says enriched has folic acid in it. And, you know, they give it to pregnant women in their supplements, and that's probably the worst thing to put it in. Because having this, if you have a variation of this gene mutation, you're infertile or you have a lot of miscarriages. And you have to be very careful what you put in your body if you really want to conceive. I mean, I've been infertile for years. I mean, some way I'm very thankful for that. Otherwise, it's kind of sad because now I'm 45, single, no kids. But whatever. I think if you want to learn more about that, you got to be curious. You got to want to know why you're getting so sick. And I think a good book to read is by Dr. Ben Lynch. He's from the Seattle area. He wrote this book called Dirty Genes. This is not sponsored. Not even like a big YouTuber. But yeah, read on the book. There's a lot to learn there. I mean, some things you're like, but it's a good read. But really, we need to be more careful what we put in our body and what we surround ourselves with. Just general household items. They put formaldehyde in a lot of things. A lot of our household items. I mean, I got sick a couple weeks ago. I was using a toner on my hair, purple tone on my hair, because, you know, I have lovely silver hair now. But it had keratin in it, which is formaldehyde. It gives off formaldehyde fumes and stuff. And I thought I was going to die. I poisoned myself and I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware. I was so sick for a couple days, and threw that stuff right in the trash. But I thought I was being careful and I wasn't. And I started reading up on what they put formaldehyde in, and it's a lot of our healthcare or beauty products, and that's disgusting. I mean, are they preparing us to die? Yes, but they want money. They still get money from us after we die. Funeral costs, cremation, burial costs. Anyways, but we really need to start paying attention. Really, if we really want to live a long life, look what you're putting into your body. And this is we're a nation of addicts. I mean, I'm not just talking about hard drugs and alcohol. That is another issue, but also sugars, foods, money, shopping. Hi, shopaholic here. But we're a nation of addicts, and we're a sick nation. And we need to start getting healthy, and we need to start just paying attention. People need to wake up, because this is not going away. I mean, this virus should be a wake-up call to everyone. And we need to start living healthier lifestyles. I mean, I need to do it. I mean, I used to make fun of people who had to be so picky about their diets. And, oh, I can't have gluten. I can't have this. I can't have that. You know, we take it forever at the restaurant. And now I'm one of those people that have to read labels on things. And, oh, I can't have gluten. I can't have this. Karma's a tricky one. Karma's a bitch. But, yeah. Hey, it's life. But I don't know. I kind of went on a tangent there, didn't I? Anyways, what I'm saying is a lot of these issues that we're having right now could have been prevented if we would have taken better care of ourselves and started paying attention to what they're putting in foods and all the chemicals and stuff. Because they just want to make money. They don't care about our mental health. They don't care about our physical health. They care about what's in their wallet. And a lot of this, I mean, it's helped me understand my own mother, which is kind of weird. Helped me understand her mental illnesses and how she was always sick so much, and what things she could have done to actually help her and probably take better care of herself if she just loved herself more and took care of number one, which was her. And I'm sure having 4 kids didn't help, but it's helped me understand why she would get so irritated and just, she'd go from 0 to 100 in a split of a second. You never know what kind of mood you get. And how she would just fly off the handle and start breaking things and slapping us and all sorts of stuff. But I get it, because I felt some of those feelings, probably not to that intensity, but especially last year and the last couple of years, things were going on in my body felt like I was on fire. I would get irritated and I'd snap at people I didn't really want to snap at, and I couldn't verbalize what was going on in the inside. And it was making me depressed and anxious and just highly irritable. And it really, all I needed to do was change my diet. Ugh, I wish I would have known sooner. Because even though everything that's going on right now, I should be severely depressed and in my bed all the time. I mean, yeah, I'm probably in my bed a little bit more than I should be right now, but I'm a lot happier still, if that makes any sense. I'm not this like, woe is me kind of cloud over my head kind of girl anymore. I'm just kind of more carefree and chill and calm, and I don't know, I'm just taking things as they come right now, and that's really all we can do right now. But we can also just take the time to take better care of ourselves and start checking in on each other, because this is a rough time. I don't know. We just need to do better as a nation. That's Auntie Lindsay saying, we need to do better, America. Just get your act together. Stop worrying about money. I mean, yeah, I need money. I'm like probably the brokest I've ever been in my life. So much debt. And I should be really upset about that. And I'm like, nothing I can do about it. Things that were supposed to happen haven't happened. But hey, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I have things to offer, and I can get through this. I can really get through this. So, I don't know, I just wanted to hop on and just check in and make sure everyone's doing okay. I mean, I know we're not doing okay fully, but I don't know. I hope if you have any questions or any comments, just put them down below. Like and subscribe, that will really help me out. And I promise I will get to telling the rest of my DNA story and the interesting events that happened last year, especially meeting my real biological father that ended up hitchhiking from Wyoming to Seattle to meet me and my new half-sister. That's an interesting story. But I'm still processing the emotions, as you can imagine. So yeah, I'll get there. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. Bye!